Kartra complete review. Is it worth it? The real truth. If you've ever struggled with emails and sales pages and courses and all this stuff and automations and sequences, you're going to want to listen to this video, because I'm going to show you what the real truth is about Kartra and how some of the stuff you heard is true and other things just aren't. Now, if you're struggling with sales pages and email sequences and all that, you're probably going to want to check Kartra out. Now, what I've done in the description below is I put a link. You click on the link for Kartra and you can go to a page and you can see all the things it does. You know, this video won't do it service. You got to watch their video as far as all the components, but I want to really review the software and see what you're getting and see what truth there is about it. Now, first off, let's talk about price. Kartra is not the cheapest tool in the shed. It's not the most expensive either. In fact, it's probably on the much lower end than most of them. I know I had Infusionsoft and was spending thousands of dollars a month for email. It was crazy. And I moved over to Kartra and I spend a whole lot less, and I got rid of 8 different pieces of software. Now, at the time of this recording, the starting plan on Kartra was $99, which is not bad, and it goes up from there based on the number of people on your list. So if you don't have a big list, it's not going to cost you a lot of money. Now, you may be thinking in the beginning, well, I don't have a list, so you know, I don't want to use Kartra because I don't want to spend $100 a month. Kartra will help you build your list. Okay, so you do want Kartra in the beginning. I would guarantee you're going to want Kartra in the beginning. But here's the cool thing: if you use my link below and you are interested in Kartra, you can check it out for only $1. There's a $1 trial you can get, and you can see if it's going to work for you. Now, the starter plan I think starts at 2,500 emails, which is pretty low. Okay, so I want to go over all the different pricing plans that are current to today. When I did this video, it can change in the future. I can't do anything about that. Okay, so let's look at the first one. The starter plan I told you about is $99 a month, and you have some limitations there. Okay, you're gonna get 1 custom domain, 2,500 leads, 50 gigabytes of bandwidth. Okay, and you're gonna host 100 pages, host 50 videos, sell 20 products, build 2 membership sites, add 1 additional team member, and connect 1 help desk agency not included. I would recommend you starting with the silver if you have any kind of list at all. If you don't have a list, I certainly understand it, but that's up to 12,500 leads, 3 custom domains, unlimited emails, bandwidth, pages, videos, products, membership sites, members, and help desk. That's incredible. I think the most incredible thing is unlimited emails. And then as you move up, basically you're just getting more leads and you're getting more custom domains. The gold is $299, and that's up to 25,000 leads, 5 custom domains, everything else is unlimited. And then the platinum is up to 50,000 leads, 10 custom domains, everything else is unlimited. And if you go above that, the enterprise, of course, you can check with them and you can see what they charge. But still, these prices, these are really pretty amazing, because I know what I was paying with other providers, plus the fact that I canceled 8 other pieces of software when I got Kartra. Now, I want to talk about features, and I got to tell you, Kartra has a lot of them. Now, from analytics to building softwares to course, you know, hosting, to just everything, it's all in Kartra. So let's kind of break it down one by one. You know, even building websites, it can kind of do that. It can give Wix and Weebly and Squarespace really a run for their money. They're a little bit better for building a website, but you can actually do it in Kartra too. With a few tweaks, Kartra could give, you know, any of these things a real big run for their money. Tool has a lot of functionality, from site management to SEO to CSS playgrounds. The first thing you're going to notice is a quick tutorial walking you through each section. It's well made, and it really helps you hit the ground running, because it actually teaches you all the basics of building your website. If you skipped it, you can always go back and watch it later. Now, as you can see here, you can actually add sites to your website too, and then you can assign different sites to the pages so that you stay totally organized. Now, if you've got limited knowledge with WordPress and all that, you could essentially build your entire membership site within WordPress, and you don't even need a website if you don't want, and you can tie your site into Kartra so they have the feel of going to your site, but they're actually at Kartra. Now, as you can see here in the settings area, you've got SEO parameters, you've got tracking codes, you've got tags, you've got page redirects. So it's pretty much got everything you want right there. In addition to that, you don't have a lot of advanced SEO modes, nothing compared to what like Yoast is or something like that. However, it's not bad. If you look in here, you know, you've got your page title, you got page meta description, you've got your page meta keywords, your page author, your page OG title. So it's got a lot in there for you to use, and it just comes automatically with Kartra. You can also tie in third-party features like Facebook pixels into Kartra too. As you can see here, you can put in your tracking codes into the head, the body, the footer, all those spots that you would normally put on a web page. Now in the page styles area, it's not going to give you the functionality that some advanced, like a WordPress or something like that would, but it gives you enough basics here to where you could build a page. And I kind of wonder if you really need all those extra bells and whistles later on. You can actually edit the default font, background color, page width, and you can access the CSS code if you choose to do so also. I don't get into that, don't know all that stuff, don't want to know it. Okay, now for the real page building blocks and elements. Okay, here is where you actually build the pages. From these two tabs you can access pre-made blocks like about us sections or forms, and the elements within those blocks like a button or an image, anything like that. Overall, it's really pretty easy to build a site. You just click on the item you want to be inserted, you drag it in on the page and drop it where you want it displayed. I really enjoy the variety. After reviewing all these different websites, Kartra would rank in my top 3 as in-depth editors when it comes to block variety. I mean, they really have a lot of stuff in there for you to pick from. They're also made for online marketing, so if you're really into online marketing and you really want to make money, then this is probably the software you're going to want to get. And right below pop-up window, they have an area called alert bar. You can see it right here, and you can actually put those on your pages too. You'll get templates for all of them, mainly landing page and exit pops. You'll also have that, but it definitely helps with the GDPR compliance and improving your conversion rate. The downside is that it's overdoing it with alarms sometimes. It's easy to create notifications that you may want to be drawn to it, but when you do, you're going to lose people. Don't worry, as long as you set up expiration dates and decent sizes for all notifications, I don't think it's going to annoy your visitors that much. Okay, here's your preview tab here. It lets you get an overview of your site as seen on different platforms, so you can see it on desktop, tablet, and mobile, and it automatically gives you the response you need for each one of those. Now you do lose some functionality. You can't have certain elements that show on mobile devices, and that's going to happen pretty much on anything that you do. Now you have a columns and components area, and by default you're going to be working in the components view, but if you click the column tab, you can modify the structure of the website to add, edit, or remove different columns. It's a great way to organize resource pack page like a squeeze page, something like that. It's also extremely helpful for blog posts that act as lead magnets. Here's an example of one right here built in Kartra. Like, you can't really host a blog on Kartra, but you can host Kartra pages on your WordPress site, which works just as well. And lastly, there's the on page edits, which are really simple. Mostly you can edit the style of a component. This practically means width and borders, but you can also add effects like fade or flip. The downside of features overall is that they sacrifice customization for ease of use. For example, it's hard to recognize pre-made blocks when you manage to do it. It can cause some mobile optimization issues, but overall the builder does its job to supplement your website, but some tweaks wouldn't hurt. Now if you need a web page done quickly and you're not great at WordPress, Kartra is going to be your go-to software. I can guarantee you that. Now when it comes to lead management, that's where Kartra really shines. I think you're really going to like this. We've been using it for going on 3 years now, maybe longer, I don't know, but it really works well in this area. You won't have to copy and paste leads into a text box. As you can see right here, you can just upload your contacts. Once you have everything set up, you can use your list for everything in Kartra, adding them to a campaign, sending an email, and anything else you may do that targets the visitors. On the other hand, the data protection questionnaire that you need to fill out and upload your leads is cumbersome, especially if it's your first time. They really want to make sure that Kartra doesn't turn into a spammy type thing, so they're going to really try to protect the platform as much as they possibly can. To make it worse, Kartra needs to review the leads added manually. Yes, it's great that they're dedicated to data protection, but for the law-abiding online enterprises, it's just an extra hassle that could have been avoided. But it does a good job of managing the list, better than a human could, but there are other alternatives that you could use. Now let's check out the shopping cart right now. One of the best pluses of Kartra is their products feature. It's very easy to set up a membership. You can decide things like whether your membership as a product requires recurring payment or not, and then you're good to go. Thank you pages and payment systems can be marked as solve later. You can also focus on the easiest things to begin with. You can use Kartra just to measure sales, or you can go further and host the product page on Kartra itself with the subsequent domain limitations. If you set up the product in the software, you can also tag cart abandonment, which speeds up remarketing efforts. You can offer other products to these people and remind them to finish their checkout, for example. You can also serve digital products, whether it's a download link, a member area. Kartra can be used to distribute all of your digital goods. They host your videos if you need them to do so, and I would highly recommend you doing that, because that way you're going to have the stats on what's working in these videos. This is really great for membership sites because it's harder to really set them up traditionally. On the flip side, the benefits of Kartra products are only suitable for newcomers. Now let's check out their third-party integrations and softwares real quick. So Kartra and third parties mix pretty well, since the software is marketed as an all-in-one solution. The integrations exist and they are smart, and you can thumb through and look at all of them. You can integrate big names like PayPal, Zapier. If you're not familiar with Zapier, there's lots of good videos on YouTube you can use to figure that out. Everything is easy to set up, and you can access documentation right from the integrations tab. For example, you can set up a scheduling form on your page that will automatically populate your Google Calendar. That's pretty cool. You can also get a lot of support with API if you may want to use that. The one thing I really like is the analytics on Kartra. You can get real-time analytics on your list, on your email sequences, on your sales, on your conversions. You can do split tests. All of this thing is available through Kartra, and you don't have to figure it out because it's built into their analytics. Now when you get into their templates, I don't think anything compares. They have more templates than any other platform I've seen out there, and they're extremely useful. Let's check out some of these here. Here's simple list builder, campaigns, query campaigns, free memberships, VSLs. You can create your own, or you can use some of the ones that are already there. They've got video sales pages, thank you pages, long sales pages, 404 pages, legal documents, content videos. Pretty much everything you're going to want to use is in there, and since it was designed by marketers, online marketers, these pages convert very well. I also love their automations. You can open it up in sequence, you can set it up. I have tutorials actually on this channel that you can watch on this, but once you've got a funnel, you can automate a rule or SMS trigger, so you can send them emails, or you can send them text, whatever you want to do, and everything's got a trigger and a subsequent action, and everything is self-explanatory, so it's really easy to build this. It's also easy to set up pop-ups, thank you pages, and form responses. Now if you want to integrate with Zapier, you can also do that. They have a hub for that too. I would say one of the biggest pluses of Kartra is the ease of use for a beginner. All these things, if you've never done anything online ever, sure, it's going to seem a little complicated, but once you learn Kartra, you can pretty much be off and running in no time, and you can design some really good looking pages and some sequences, and everything's just drag and drop, and it's pretty easy for a beginner. They actually also have the Kartraverse, which is a universe of tons of videos that can teach you all these things, so you've got access to things that can help you, and you have tutorials, which what could be better. Something else I really like is their help desk. Let me put some visual on the screen here for you real quick, but you can set up all your help desk for all your different pages, your courses, whatever you want, and that way when somebody puts in a ticket, a support ticket, you get an email and there's a ticket in there. All you have to do is click on it, go there, log in, and you can answer their ticket right in the help desk. You can actually put canned responses in there. If you keep getting the same questions over and over again, you can put canned responses. And another thing you can do is when they click on get support, you can have an FAQ that can drop down and answer all their questions for them right there before they put in the support ticket, saving you a ton of time. I would say the big advantage of Kartra, number one big advantage, is it combines a lot of different softwares you would have to buy individually, and I know I was there. I canceled 8 pieces of software when I got Kartra, and it combines them all into one, so it does save you a lot of money. Downsides to it, wow, I want to find a downside. I guess you can't customize it sometimes as much as you want, but maybe that's for the better, because the templates they give you and the way they have done things in there work for digital marketers already, so why go and try to change it? Some people just want to change things to change things. I don't. I would rather have something that works. You can also get started and off and running much quicker with Kartra than you would if you had to patch together all these other softwares. Now you could patch together other softwares, but why would you want to log into a whole bunch of different places and do the same thing? I'd rather be in one place and do everything in one place, and that's exactly what I do every day. That's what makes me money every day, and it can for you too. I would say the other upside to Kartra is you're going to need other things like, you know, webinars and stuff like that. And Genesis Digital owns Kartra, and they also own EverWebinar and Webinar Jam, and all those things integrate perfectly with it. So I would say if you're going to do any type of marketing software, I would definitely get Kartra. It's not like I haven't tried other ones. I've tried Constant Contact and MailChimp and Aweber and Infusionsoft. I've tried all these things and ClickFunnels and all these different things that are out there, and I got to tell you, Kartra is the best one. I've been doing this going on 12 years at the time of this recording, and something else could come along tomorrow, you know, and change my mind. But right now I would highly recommend Kartra. If you're interested in Kartra and you would like to get a video and see what it does, go down in the description, click the link for Kartra. It will take you to a video page. You don't have to opt in, you don't have to give your email, credit card, nothing, and you can watch a video on all the different parts of Kartra. If for some reason you like Kartra, and I think you will, you can get a trial for only $1 with my affiliate link down there. That is my affiliate link. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe down here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so that you're notified every single time I upload a video or I go live. And I do that a lot. I go live a lot, so maybe I could see you in one of those live rooms. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.